Boo Create. I am here today for Flosstube number, I think it's 4. This is a couple days late. It is June 5th. It's right after midnight. So technically it's June 5th, but it's June 4th. And so I wanted to film this on June 1st and get it up. This week's been a little crazy. I will update that in the life updates at the end, in case anyone only wants to be here for the stitching. I see that I'm saying already a lot, so this is gonna be a fun one to record. So I finished Mania, and I am super excited about that. I stitched every single day in May, and I stitched there was over 10,000 stitches, which was, I don't know if you guys could hear that or not, but I don't know what that was. Like I said, I stitched over 10,000 stitches for the month of May, which has been my best stitching month yet. And so I noticed that people have been talking, Sprinklestein Stitches and Pumpkin Creek Primitives started talking about this green dot over here, and now I'm like, ooh, I'm looking at the wrong spot too, or I'm looking down half the time. You'll notice my hair has still not been dyed. It's been a little crazy, but you know, we're making it. I'm going to update about my the last of my Mania stitching. I'm going to talk a little bit about my June plans, which ties in a little bit to life updates. I do not have any haul this week, and then I'll do some life updates. Yeah. I just realized that you can see a reflection over here, so now I'm curious when I'm editing this like later what I can actually see. Maybe this is normally where I put words, so we'll see. So yeah, I have everything stacked over here beside me, so I'm just gonna pick up where I left off. So on May 23rd, I drew Psychedelic Studio by Tilton Crafts. Oh, and I know that I haven't been the best about saying who the pattern is from. I'm going to try to be better about that in the future, but I do list below where the pattern's from as I flail this around. I wish you guys could see the giant mess that I have while trying to figure out how to record, because now I have like 50 projects going after May, and so I will try, if you would like to see what I keep my projects in, to post a picture on Instagram after I'm done filming. And my Instagram is listed below. So I didn't learn anything from last time about folding this the right way. I think this goes this way. Wrangle the fabric in. Yeah. And I got 40 stitches in, all just in one color. And that was the 23rd. On the 24th, I drew Letters from Hogwarts, which is a, it's completed now, but it was a create your own story stitch along by Cunning cross stitch, in 2020. And I think that I have like the outline. Sorry for rustling papers. This is what the outline, like the outline looks like. I'm making a couple of changes to the castle and the owl and the train, but I didn't get that far yet. Let's drop it on the floor. It's not actually on the floor, it's on a box, but... And I ran out of needle minders that I was using, so this one has Rapunzel on it currently. But I got the owl done, the first owl. And this was 452 stitches. So I actually got the owl done and then like the beginning of the castle, but you can barely see it there. Okay, and then on the 25th, I drew Rapunzel. I have multiple Rapunzel projects. This is what this one's gonna look like. It is by, I think it's by Victoria Ivchenko. I don't know how to say it, it's a Russian name. And this was my iPad just restarted itself. This was my New Year, New Start. And I had not touched it since January until now. And I got 200 stitches in, which I think was like these two squares, or maybe it was these two squares. Either way, it was 200. They were full stitches, but this project has some half stitches and some blending also. My iPad's being really weird. Very distracting. Okay, so on the 28th, whoa, I jumped like 4 days. On the 26th, I drew Once Upon a Fairy Tale, which I don't have a picture of. I will try to insert a picture. This is by the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery, and this is what it looks like. And I got 18 stitches in, I believe. All I did was put the pink in right here, or maybe the blue in right here. I don't know. I put something in here, but this is looking really pretty. I'm using the called for, so what's on here currently is Weeks Dye Works. And the lighting is really bad in here, so you're probably not going to be able to see it very well. But it is these three colors. And these are Merlin, Spanish Moss, and Blackberry by Weeks Dye Works. On the 27th, I drew Rapunzel, what I'm calling Rapunzel head. It was a set of it was a set of Disney princess heads in like silhouette form. So I don't have a picture of it like individually, but I can pull up the mock-up on Pattern Keeper. Whoops, gotta turn the brightness down. I need to charge my tablet. This is what it's gonna look like. I am also planning to do a Belle and an Ariel. I just have to find the fabric that I want to do because I am doing this one on 14 count purple, and so I want to get kind of a fabric that will complement each other. This day I got 607 stitches in, and I'm doing this on 14 count, and I think I'm using 4 strands. Whoa, it is washing out that color. There we go, that's a little better. This purple is like a, it's not lavender. But it's not as dark as the purple on the other one that I just held up. I was really happy with my progress on this. I don't normally stitch on 14 count, so, or with 4 strands. I was using a lot of floss, so I'm gonna have to buy some more floss because I'm gonna run out of this pink color. But yeah, this went really quickly, and I was like really happy to be working on it. So now we're on the 28th. On the 28th, I drew Magic Study, which was a limited edition chart from Heaven and Earth Designs. And I haven't printed out the picture yet because we moved and I had trouble getting the printer online, and then I fixed it and it's not fixed. So I can show you the picture on Pattern Keeper at least. So this is a limited edition from Heaven and Earth Designs, like I said, and it is by the artist Rose Kahn. And this is what it's gonna look like. And it's a big old piece of fabric that I need to refold better, nicer. But I started in the bottom, let's look for the L, the bottom left corner, and I got 50 stitches in. And I want to say that this is 2 or 3 different colors, like dark blue, black in the bottom right corner. It's not gonna focus because I can't hold my hands still. Sorry. And yes, I'm going to properly fix this fabric. Maybe tonight. All right, so, oh, I can show you my cute notebook. This is where I keep my notes. Eevee is my favorite Pokemon. So, let's see. On the 29th, I drew Cutesy, which is a stitch along in a group that I'm in called by Creatively Crafting. And she releases stitch alongs for anyone who is a part of her group. And I don't have a picture printed, you know, because the printer issue that I just discussed. Going to try to get it fixed tonight or tomorrow. We'll see. So this is the mock-up of the full piece so far, and I am working, I'm gonna do the ones that I want to do kind of separately, and so I'm working on the little Finding Nemo. And there's some back stitch involved in this too, and like half stitches that doesn't pick up on here. And I switched out the floss that was called for the sand. with a variegated floss, which I just so happen to still have right here, which is the variegated 105. Let's see if I can hold this and that. So I got 114 stitches in. I think I'm holding it upside down. I am. Did I mention it's like midnight? So this is the floss, and then this is where I am at on the little like island sand underneath Nemo and Dory. Maybe I should take a picture after I finish and insert here so you can see the chaos that is below me. On the 30th, I drew Postcards from the World. I do not have a printout of this either. Maybe I'll be more put together when I film this again. Probably not. This is from CloudsFactory, and this is what it's gonna look like. And this was not a new start. This was like a continuation. I had started. So this is like the first block, and I got 100 stitches in. So I finished the white around the first postcard, and then I started filling in the stamp here. And then the next day, so on the 31st, was my last draw, and I drew, I'm playing with my hair because I'm nervous, and that's what I do. I was told I need to turn the volume up on this, so hopefully editing me amplifies the volume some, because I can't really talk much louder because it's after midnight and everyone here is sleeping. So on the 31st, I drew When It Rains, and this is part of a series by Tiny Modernist called Words to Live By. My needle minder's at the top, but you can see I changed out some of the colors. So this was, I can't see sure, this was the called for colors here, and I changed out some of the colors to be a little bit brighter. This is almost done. I have to finish the like rain up here and the word rainbows, and my plan is to do the word rainbows in one of these flosses. I just haven't decided which one yet. I think I'm going to stitch a second of this for my mom. So I need to get some more either black fabric or dark blue. Yeah, but I really like this, and I think it would be good for her, and I think she would like it too, so. So on the 31st, I got 353 stitches in on that, and so it ended May with a little over 10,000 stitches. I forgot to write down exactly how many. But then I also worked on that for June 1st and 2nd, for the first 2 days of my June embroidery.com challenge. I did not stitch on the 3rd or the 4th. Yesterday I went with my mom somewhere, and so I was gone all day. And today I spent with my boyfriend. And we spent the day and we traveled a little bit. And then there was just not time for stitching today. And after stitching every day in May, I kind of want to do the June every day, but I do have 5 free days, so we'll see. I do not have any haul this week, as I mentioned earlier. I did participate in Be Stitch Me Fabric Brandy's Friday Night Fight Night, and I won 2 pieces of fabric. It will be my first fabric from Brandy. Unfortunately, I think it's going to come in while I am out of town, so I won't get to see it for a couple weeks. And then this kind of goes into life update, but I am going to Maryland with my mom for almost a month. And I think we're gonna stop at a cross stitch store, maybe 2, on the way to Maryland. And so I may see if they have some fabric there. So if so, and I pick some up, I will do a haul. I'm still gonna try to record while I'm in Maryland with her. My brother has said that I can use his laptop because he lives in Maryland with her. And so my plan is to still record and to upload, but I don't know how that's gonna go, so we'll just see. I'll talk a little bit more about why I'm going with mom to Maryland and the live updates. So my plans for June are, like I said, the June embroidery challenge. I'm gonna try to do it, which I can miss 5 days, and I've already missed 2, but I think it'll still be okay, because even in Maryland, like, I don't have a whole lot of plans for things that I'm doing. I did get my sister, when I was with my mom yesterday, my sister let me use her sewing machine, so I am taking it with me to Maryland so that I can maybe try to get some sewing done. I'd like to make some more grime guards and just in general work on sewing some more. So this is my June plans here, which they might change some. These are from the stitching group that I'm part of, but this is part of her free group, and she does challenges every month. These are what was drawn for WIPCO this month, which is Postcards from the World, which is one of the ones I just showed you, and Hogwarts Castle by Mandrake's Design. And then in Semi Sane, we are doing some challenges. There is a password to join Semi Sane. I don't have it right now, but if you're interested in joining the Facebook group and you comment or you talk to me, then I will let you know what the password is so you can join. We are playing a couple of different games this month. We are doing Music Mania, which is you stitch the length, like if the song is 3 minutes and 20 seconds, you stitch 320 stitches. So I'm working down some of my Spotify playlists to do that. We are playing Whip Whammy, and so they post daily prompts and you complete the prompts, and then they spin the wheel for you and you can get stitches, or you can hit whammy, or you can get entries. I did it the first day, and I think I still need to complete 600 stitches, of which I only did 200 because I didn't stitch yesterday or today. And then we are doing Stitch 'em All Pursuit, which is like the trivia game, and you roll a dice. My first day I rolled a dice and I landed on an orange spot, which is to stitch 200 stitches onto a stitch along, which I plan on doing either tonight after I film, or that's gonna be what I work on tomorrow. And then I need to catch up with the Alpha My Bet. I am on letter F, and letter L came out today. G-H-I-J, okay. Yeah, I'm 7 Pokemon behind on that. I'm stitching a Pokemon alphabet for that, which is shown. The only place that it would be seen at this point is in my whip parade, but hopefully you'll see it in the next, hopefully you'll see it in the next Flosstube. I just closed that without putting the ribbon in. I also keep up with my mood, but I haven't put in the last couple days. I usually try to do it at the end of the day, every day. But this week has been a little crazy. Every week in this house is a little crazy. But, let's see. So that is my plans. That is my stitching. That is my no haul. So if you were only here for the stitching and you don't want to hear the life updates, then thank you for visiting. Thank you for anybody that is new. Thank you for returning subscribers. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Those of you that are sticking around, I might get a little bit emotional for this part, but we'll see. So I mentioned in the last video that we have moved and we are living with my boyfriend's mom and his family. And so we've been here now for two weeks, a little over 2 weeks. There are some good things that have come from it. We have better internet. We're in a better location for him to be looking for jobs. He has been going walking with his nephew, and his niece has gone a couple of times with them. I'm not quite ready to go walking on the trails outside. My foot is doing better. The last wound care appointment that I went to, they told me it's not actually classified as a wound anymore. It's healed enough. And so they've been going walking, and yeah, and he's been job looking. So I haven't mentioned much about my parents because my mom was trying to be careful about her health. But she lives in Maryland. She owns a store, a restaurant there, and she lives in Maryland. She moved there in 2019. My dad is a manager at Zaxby's here in Georgia, and they don't have Zaxby's in Maryland. And so when my mom moved, the plan for him was to stay here and look for a different job and then move with her. But then last year he wound up having surgery on his knee, and he temporarily moved to Maryland when he was healing from that. And then he healed from that, and he was still working at Zaxby's because he was on, because he injured himself and had surgery, he went back to Zaxby's because he still had a job there. So he temporarily decided to rent somewhere and live here in Georgia again because, that's complicated. And my mom is still in Maryland. Well, then my dad in April had to have surgery on his shoulder. And so my mom came down in April to be here to help him, and her plan was to only be here for 2 weeks. We have a family doctor that we have seen since I was 13, and he sees the family and she trusts him, so she had a doctor's appointment which led to her having to go to the Cancer Institute to get some more information. And she got diagnosed with breast cancer. From what I know, it is stage 0. It is in the milk ducts, so it is not spreading, but she does need to have it removed. And so she has been here since April, seeing various doctors and figuring out what she needs to do. And then she got food poisoning. And so she's been really sick for the last week or two. And she spoke to a surgeon today, and she has a different surgeon appointment on Tuesday, just to see what her best options are. So before she has surgery though, since she has been in Georgia away from her store since the beginning of April, she needs to go back home for the month and check on things and mentally be okay with having surgery. I mentioned my brother also lives in Maryland, and so she would like to see him. He was in a car wreck a couple nights ago. He's okay. Car's a little injured, but it'll be okay. But she wants to see him before she has surgery. And my dad is doing well after surgery. He's recovering. He's sort of back to lifting. He's going to physical therapy. He doesn't have to wear the sling anymore. Like, he's healing really well, but he has doctor's appointment here and he can't go with my mom, and my mom is driving. So I'm gonna go with her. I'm gonna spend, we'll be back the first week of July. And I am worried about going in some regards because of my own health stuff. I haven't been away from my boyfriend for that many days in a row since we've been together. And with him looking for work and applying for jobs, it's not the best time for him to try to come with us, or he would go. Plus he needs to be here for his mom and his family here, which is difficult, but we're here and we're trying. And so I am going to be gone from here after just moving here for a month, almost a month. And it's going to be very interesting, but I am excited to be able to spend the time with my mom. My mom and I have a really good relationship. We always have. And I need her to be okay. And I told you I might get emotional. Her birthday is on Sunday, and I asked her what she wanted. And she said that me going with her and being there with her and helping make sure she's okay is more than enough. And I broke down, of course, and then she and I cried, and then we both cried. So we will see. I am going to try to do maybe like some vlogs of the trip, and she really enjoys all of my cross stitch, so maybe I'll get her to film with me one of the videos while I'm there. And I'm going to try to enjoy myself, and so we'll see how it goes. I will definitely update again on the next video how everything is going. I want to try to do these weekly, but this one is a little late, so we'll see. Maybe it's Friday night, so maybe I'll start doing them on Fridays, and that'll be instead of Sundays like I was thinking. But we'll see. I know there won't be as much stitching in the next one because of the driving. It is a little over 10-hour drive from here to where she lives in Maryland. And yeah, so I will update again in my next Flosstube. Maybe I will have some videos or pictures or like vlogging of us traveling. I think we're gonna try to stop at a couple of stores, or at least one on the way. And then there are a couple of stores near her that I have gone to before that I would really like to go to while I'm there. And so I will update you guys all on that. And I think that is all, now that I have cried here at the end. But it feels good to know that she's doing what she needs to do to prepare to have surgery, because I think they told her she's gonna have about 6 to 8 weeks recovery after she has surgery. And she'll be back here in Georgia for that, with my dad. And I don't know what they're doing after that, because my dad only had a 6-month lease. So I kind of going as we go here with them. So with that, I will say goodbye and thank you for visiting and staying. If you hung around this long, feel free to comment. I try to reply to every comment, and I'm trying to be more active in talking in some other comments of YouTubers. I tend to just play my Flosstube playlist while I'm stitching, and so sometimes I don't always comment, but I try to make sure I always like the video at least. So I did not do any call outs for this video. I will try to start doing that in my next video. I know there's like a hashtag under 1,000 sub club or something like that. Maybe I'll put it below if I remember. But anyways, I will see you guys next time. Bye.